very long range on the Azir. A lot of ricochet blades that can hit onto a Zeri that's playing quite close to that front line. So it feels like the Zeri can be difficult to pilot in towards the
And I look at the left and right of our screen and I see these HP bars and it's these mid.
Hold, very hold. Unbreakable is up with the concussive blows as well, getting close to target, but Alvaro is in kill range and kill indeed. Hunsama one hit away. Super will flash for it and trade one.
The lead that Super had. I didn't expect G2 to be able to set up for the Dragon, so
it is just showing the hard work that MKOI have put in over the year to get in this spot. This Ghost popped onto Skumon, Winter's Bite, the engage begins, Cyclone onto LeBron, and the damage immense as he flashes away. Skumon has to ulti as well. Shattering Strike does nothing, and standing there to die is LeBron as Super takes him away.
MKOI just found a great moment to pounce. Jojo was on reset, so I think G2, after chunking him out, were like, okay, MKOI aren't going to go aggressive, but Hansama had moved into position, and MKOI get the kill, get the Dragon, and get out.
The timing from MKOI was spectacular. They're set up around the objective, they knew the window, and as Dagda highlighted, just aggressively flashing forward, and now it's Elyoya caught in the river.
Free talent strike, it's a knock-up. LeBron coming in over the wall, the shock forces the flash, the wall, save from Jojo. He gets out as well, but with the lightning crush down, Hansama is going to find a kill eventually as Elyoya kites it out, but there it is. The kill over to Hans, Elyoya drops, Jojo. We only got a bow. Remember we talked about this, I think, last split as well. Let's see if he needs it now. Caps get the flip back. Alvaro, no, not at all. Crashdown going to miss though, and defensive ulti from Alvaro keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Caps ends up getting the kill though, and now he's on the board.
G2 with a kill going to Caps. It's on to key members, and Jojo's overextended.
There you go. There's finally that level. Jojo could fight forward. Shattering Strike still connects Crashdown on top of that as well, but no sides with shove means Jojo's going to stand his ground. Take a bit of damage with the threaded volley. It's getting close. Caps again. One more shot. Caps will take it. Jungle for MKOI, the variance in this play has just been reduced, and that's a free Dragon with one press of a button.
LeBron and Caps are just great. Elyoya be able to make much magic happen as
Jojo, oh, he predicts it. He knows, he thinks Caps is waiting around. Redemption brings him to fall, and that 1v1 now unfair as top lane. MKOI getting the brick of it as I think that is Mirwin just standing his ground. He's tanky enough. They need to commit, but under turret, it's difficult. Shattering Strike onto Elyoya. The damage on Skumon into Elyoya is better, but decimating smash, the zone. Broken Blade about to dismount. Meanwhile, as bot ends up with Caps dead, there's help from Hansama. Broken Blade, he's tanked up the aggro one time, but now the re-dive. It's a double over to Hansama, and you thought the Sivir was strong. Welcome to the land of Zeri.
Wow, action across the map. Caps falls on the right side of the rift. Meanwhile, on the left, G2 is making a dive happen, but that's not slowing MKOI down. Super secures the tower in the mid lane, and G2 is keeping the aggression going. Just like that, as we approach the 20-minute mark, the pace has been accelerated.
G2 do not want to let this up. Tower number 2 going to fall on the top side, and that is so much gold as it starts just...
But as Jojo comes and match, it will be TP for TP if it gets to that. Cap's going to look for his escape. Jojo interrupts the wall and sends him back. Now no ultis on either, but the seismic shove gives Caps a little bit of time. He TP's in front of him, but with lethal tempo. Jojo won't let...
But look at how the dynamic of the game seems to have changed. That mid lane gap was absolutely massive. A 1.1k gold lead for Caps. But now 2 back-to-back deaths have resulted in... I think the Koi is still well on their way to securing a fantastic team fight as we get later and later.
However, wait for the interrupt. Mirwin seismic shove avoided. Caps would have found the flick back and maybe the kill with Bear Trap on a rope expiring. This bot turret holds on. Wall at the ready. Hexgate used by Mirwin. He's got a blast cone to reposition back into the river. G2 hold their way in the triangular brush as decimating smash starts us off but out of range. Cap's going to go in first. Seismic shove connects, but it's onto a Scion. At 4k, this Dragon ever so important. G2 needs soul point, but a little bit early. Broken Blade has to flush away. Decimating smash as well. Look how healthy MKOI are with the Cyclone out. Skumon early to LeBron. It's a great death now. A good shove from Caps as well. And now with the Weaver's Wall and closing around Movistar Koi, Elyoya's escape, it was imminent, it was there, but it's taken away. An ace for G2, and I think that man
stunned up by Caps as the 2 frontliners lose half their HP.
Oh, with Cyclone, the layering, Jojo never ulted. Like, that is such a game-changing ult to bring to
secure the Dragon, denying Soul Point away from G2, and the Baron is still alive. So KOI are definitely not out of this game just yet.
But Elyoya just face-checked into Broken Blade. He can buy some time, however, going to be demounted first. Cyclone number 2 connect. Redemption coming down. There's one in reverse. Broken Blade healed up, trying to remount to save his life. Meanwhile, the front of the fight, it's all Han Sama, all again. He'll manage from over the wall, keep his ult in full uptime as Jojo needs to escape into Skumon. That's not the way as Caps sends it home to take another. A double for Hans with the final left remaining. And yes, a Dragon denial last time was good, but you can't stop Han Sama from running all over you.
Han Sama is feeding himself in this game, dashing over the wall into several members of MKOI, securing the fight and winning the Baron for G2.
Just as I was saying, MKOI could still find a fight in this game. G2 silence me. They find such an effective turnaround. Could have been game-changing, but you highlighted it, Dagda. The immediate response is Alvaro now the target.
And by the way, as Alvaro dies here, we have had 2 big fights in a row in this game, 2 times in a row.
I was just catching MKOI out constantly. Like, we've seen it in River, we've seen it now on the bottom side, we saw it on the top side. Now they're catching a Jojo Pyun. It's just a constant pick play from G2.
Another pick secure to breach the base.
Well, as G2 look for that inner turret, one thing you're going to go do, you're going to be there, okay? If you're not there, I'll find you. Number 2, LEC Summer Finals, we reach towards Madrid. Remember, these teams, this winner of this series, will be the first to lock their spot in on the big stage, and wait till you see what we have in store on that stage. Oh my God, it's beautiful. As for MKOI, their defense begins, but 3,013, excuse me if I could count, is the gold lead right now. Caps is sieging on top, and mid was broken long ago. Bot is being sieged by Broken Blade. This is utter domination in the span of 8 minutes.
Dragon put themselves on Dragon Point. Now they have to make a choice. Do they try and look to end the game now, or do they look to try and wait for the soul and then look to play through that?
Siege in. There's a problem with the Sipper, but Baron makes most of that go away.
It definitely helps, at the very least. The inhibitors are going to be respawning, and you can see in the bottom left of your screen, the mid one in about 30 seconds. So G2 are going to want to do as much damage as they can, but I imagine they're going to be forced to have to remove these inhibitors once more. Dragon is in a minute away, but I don't think they need it with this kind of a gold lead and with the Baron at their backs.
LeBron looking for an engage. He wants to source with that flash in. He finds it. Magnum Storm onto 3. Cap sends the wall down as well. Alvaro's pinched in the corner while Elyoya is sent packing. Flashing over the wall after Bear Trap on the rope while Han Sama's going to clean out the diff in the back end. Jojo, the last remaining, really standing in the way of G2 and yet another grand final, at least from a Game 1 Andy perspective. An ult from Mirwin to get out of dodge, but G2 have the Nexus in their sights.
Super was eviscerated in that fight. He just disappeared off the map, not even being given the chance to flash away as the Nexus now opens up.
You don't want to say that was an easy game, and it wasn't. It's disingenuous, but in the end, Han Sama is ending the start of this series with 13 kills. A shutdown over to Jojo, but G2 are looking hot.
Sorry, I should rephrase this. They want a dive comp, and I think that they've successfully drafted around that. When you look at Yorick, of course, he is a champion, isn't inherently a good dive champion.
The Twitter battle started because it was a B1 Renekton.
Ooh, Jojo.
Jojo. Let's ignore that.
No, Jojo.
Jojo.
Be careful.
Elyoya on the way as well. They want to make this play happen.
Alvaro going to snip in. Remember, Caps has no flash either. On the edge, he's knocked up. Shockwave brings them all in, but 3 won't matter. The pop away, Lebrov! That 1-for-1 was nice, but remember, Caps is the one who pays.
That's the thing. MKOI end up getting the kill.
We'll see Mirwin no flash, Elyoya no flash, Jojo no flash,
Elyoya
no
needs
flash.
Elyoya needs flash.
That is an important summoner to take track of. Elyoya trampled down. Hero's entrance from Jojo helps out, but numbers right now still an advantage of G2. Alvaro makes it even as look towards bot. Dominus has been popped. 1v1. Flash away though. Broken Blade has lost the minion wave to that heal. Won't do a damn thing. And even though he's got a reign of anger, it's Mirwin bringing down the shovel. One more last right. Chaotic here in this second game. I asked for a banger, and I think already we are starting to deliver. Alvaro interrupted midway. A pillar up as well. This Rakan needs to battle down the wave, and that too is interrupted. Separated from Jojo, and a shockwave to bring him in. A chomp down. down, and the beats of warfare claimed. Jojo goes back in. He's trampled, but he's safe near the turret as G2 are bringing pace in with this.
Yeah, I think just one makes the most sense for him. Just grab that one grub when he has a chance. LeBron, though, eyeing up mid lane.
Caps healed to get out of range. Shielded Duran connects anyway, but there's the flash again. LeBron, these engages are gorgeous. He bops him back towards G2, and this is a
few moments leave, but ends up getting his life in now.
Ulti from Super. He's going to pop it while LEC is coming in as well. Big minion wave. Phosphorus Bomb clears it out, but with the Gatling gun and barrier, Hans Summer still drops. Super LEC get low. LeBron is on the way in again, but he needs his jungler. Skewmon is so far away, as in the end, MKOI get the kill and get out.
Has there been action mid? And the answer is yes, as LEC secures a grab, but the fighting doesn't stop.
Subjugation as well from Skewmon. Shockwave brought back in, but I didn't think it really connected. LEC is still dead, chomped down, and Caps picks up the kill. This mid-jungle duo is just there first, and grubs go down. Better than not, G2 get 2 for 1.
Also, this Orianna just being accelerated is going to be so terrifying as the game goes on. Top side, though, it's not over.
He's doing it again, but this time onto Jojo. Shielded Duran zoning him out. Lebrov, though, trampled on. He might die to the winds of war, and does. You know what? Lebrov has had a killer game, but he has vision in bot side jungle as well. I'm going to have to expand the minimap. Maybe I need glasses. Yeah, there is one
available to them. And I think it's Koi that is that driving force. As now, Super making his way to top lane.
Shielded Duran's going to come in. Broken Blade's got nowhere to go. There is a Dominus available. It's going to come late, though, and no heal. Super takes it with ease, and Broken Blade is having a rough game, too.
He just really mid lane.
No flash on Super.
See how quickly MKOI played this. With that no flash on Super, it depends. When's Caps going to come in? The TP now from MKOI brings out first. Caps a little bit later. Hans Summer gets chunked. Redemption going to heal MKOI up to full. It's great as Jojo gets over the wall with a Shielded Duran, gives Super the reposition, and as he walks it back again, the engage is in. Shockwave finally there. The poke good as MKOI loses Alvaro first. Hans Summer focusing on Super as Caps helps out with the distance. Phosphorus Bomb. They survive. Meanwhile, MKOI play it front to back with the rest of the fight. Mewan comes in. Dark Procession not going to find a lockdown. His Morning Mist also missed. And MKOI on the Dragon still. It looks like the right side of the fight went damn well.
It ends up 2 for 2 off the back of it, but it will be the Dragon going to MKOI, and a huge amount of that was off of this exhaust from Lebrov. Barely clips it onto Super as he goes for that killer instinct into the back line. And it means that you just don't get that assassination potential, and Super finds himself on the wrong side of the fight.
It felt that the fight was quite scattered.
In this game, Broken Blade doesn't really have much to go against it for now. MKOI, it's not the only thing going well, as mid turret is an easy charge. Super's going to take this away, and ladies and gentlemen, it feels good right now for Spain. 2K in the lead, mid is open.
When we spoke to Jojo and Alvaro on the Euphoria podcast, looking for plays on the map. They just took a mid tower. Bot is continually sieging. They're now moving with the pressure that they have in top into the top side river.
They're going to get caught for it, though. Alvaro turns into a gauge, and Jojo slaps down. A great hero's entrance, Shielded Duran on 2-man as well. It's the tanky members, but still, as Broken Blade comes on in, G2 tried to turn it around successfully for now. Mewan comes in, Broken Blade survives. A re-engage there as well as Super gets to the back line, but he's going to be dead for the chase down of Hans Summer. The auto secures. Lebrov survives, and they turn that on a whim because everything was used on Skewmon and Lebrov.
And just as I was praising them for the pressure they were putting down, G2 finds a way to respond. Credit to Broken Blade for that very early TP. The fact that they created a numbers advantage before the Yorick could arrive allowed for G2 to come out ahead in the fight, secure themselves an Artican, and all of a sudden, the momentum may have shifted into G2's favor.
In the lead up to the Purple Worm in the top lane, so G2's...
Did he just flash?
He flashed away from Caps. No, that was before. That was a replay.
I want to say that that was a
replay.
Fat finger or a misclick, or maybe he was typing a flash or something and
maybe he forgot WSD's not in the game yet. Neither achieved. Super. Gonna get face check by Skewmon. Doesn't care for now. Pillar's out, but it ends there. Alvaro looking for an engage. Mewan's trying to pinch this movement with his maiden, but for now, Quickness going to start us off, and the hero's entrance onto Hans Summer. He's knocked up, he's stunned up, he flashes away. Mewan on the chase. Get away from me! Hans survives, but now they don't finish the job. It takes LEC, but is the time worth it? For G2, they're getting chunked down. LEC re-engage the fight, and Mewan plays it back. Super did the same, and it came close to being a whoopsie. But in MKOI, we believe.
They make the dive work. Caps now isolated against Mew, and he's the last man standing. Koi is looking for the final kill.
Exhaust. Caps flashes and dies to the Maiden. That's an ace, and that's MKOI's victory march in this game.
Massive turnaround play from MKOI, finding their moment to make that pick happen. Mirwin, great roam towards the mid lane. And at the start, I got a little dicey for it.
Their control, and KOI just would not allow them to have it.
Does feel like we've got an interesting game 2 on our hands. Side of the jungle, G2 getting pushed back, and we are approaching 8.5. This turret is definitely going to drop. G2 going to think about a fight, but with Mirwin getting that demolished proc.
A couple of their objective setups, I think, were, well, not handled in the best way, but game 2, they just...
Jojo's going to be the focus here as BrokenBlade tries to go. Skewman still has Pillar.
Yeah, so he can't ulti out. Jojo, he can't TP out. He's going to be chopped, and they're holding the CC. He's going to shield a Duran. Alvaro turns it into an engage. Oyo is here as well. Teleport from G2 to bring the fight in, but Hans Summer has to run away. The ulti from Jojo sends him deep. He goes golden. The shockwave brings in super. Wait, MKOI are getting low. They're going deep. A knock-up galore. G2 are winning this fight, and MKOI need to get the hell out of there. Mirwin running for his life. BrokenBlade gets caged up. Slice and dice. Flashed away from another stun. Elyoya kept in place as Hans Summer walks up. Jojo doesn't have a flash, or rather he does, but doesn't want to go back in. Mirwin can't bring the cats out, and as G2 chase down this fight, MKOI, like me, like you, thought that this was impossible.
It looked impossible, it felt impossible, but somehow G2 find the fight they need with that shockwave, shutting down Super where he stood.
KOI is so frustrating to watch.
Betty is a bit tilted.
Because, like, Jojo's just, he's sitting in a top lane, making it so easy for G2 to just play for him when they could have, like, disengaged. Like, the Baron is just spawning. The timing is
Kind of coordinated where Hans Summer, like, Valkyrie forward and look for the play maybe, but he just catches it. Now G2 sieging on the mid wave.
Now remember how much standing gold there is for G2 as well, because they haven't taken a tower yet this game, and now they're quickly going to convert it into 3.
It was 7k gold lead at the end of that fight.
It was
and
more.
MK now 3,
It was like 9 almost at one point.
I mean, at the end of the fight was 7.
Oh,
now
true.
it's 3k. Like, this gold is just completely vanishing for MKOI.
Now they're going into the Mirwin. Mirwin, he's isolated. Can't G2 just...
But wait onto me when the cage comes out. You're right, he is isolated, but he's dead before Jojo gets the ulti in. Alvaro, he's ulted in. His Pantheon ult's there as well. Hans Summer is just firing though. They say kill Cap, but he's shockwave on his death knell, and he doesn't even ring the damn bell. G2 have been given the Hail Mary, not once, but twice.
KOI just collapse. Mirwin in the river, isolated, dies before Jojo can even arrive. They thought that they had killed Caps, but they didn't have the damage. And just like that, the game is going to be over.
I cannot believe G2 are ending this game. Only 3 minutes ago, they were being sieged in their own base with a nearly 10k gold lead, and now they're winning the bloody game.
In our region, in our League of Legends, the game is not over until that Nexus goes boom.
Blast on that Alvaro, on that Bard after that performance last week, and Finn also on the top lane. BrokenBlade with a chip on his shoulder after that second game, just wants to send them
Spawning
straight.
in a minute's time, and both bot lanes on the top side of the map. You imagine that both teams will be setting their eyes on this objective, with the first one going away. Keeping my eyes on Elyoya, and he's making his way over, but Jojo, no HP. Caps is being zoned away from the objective though, but I still think it's a difficult contest, and yeah, that's going to be an objective secure.
He's so good at solo objectives, man. He just hits away at it. As Grandmaster at Arms onto Mirwin. The snip's out, but BrokenBlade has his number. Scumon's coming in just in case to bring the storm down. First blood over to G2.
But now needs a bit of a refresher himself. Alvaro going to pay a visit to this matchup, and we'll say to BrokenBlade, hey, you need to ease off. Let Mirwin get what farm he can. Look at that, dropping him 2 iced coffees in the bot lane as well.
Apparently hot chocolate. I called it a cup of tea. I got rinsed. it's a cup, guys. It's just a cup of tea with a marshmallow in it.
How can you be a caster if you don't know
It's
what a
winter.
tea and hot chocolate
Look,
Gentlemen, there may be a bear on the loose.
I think indeed. That's an easy stun. Sky Splitter again. Not even needing a Thundering Smash. BrokenBlade gets a kill, and Mirwin disrespecting where this bear is on the map, while meanwhile Super steps up to this. The feathers are out, the flash is in. Hans looking for the solo kill, the feathers are... Oh! The bird of prey! Hans Sama takes down Super, who stepped up to the original king. Tempered Fate catches him adrift now. Elyoya's on the way in with a Cataclysm. Han Sama knows he's dead. With a root up, though, he's trying to take another body down, but Elyoya trades off the kill. But it all started with Super's ego.
I mean, that felt personal. Han Sama turned to him and said, gonna interrupt my back? All right, well, that's gonna come with a cost. He gets himself a solo kill onto Super. But the good news...
Yeah, I mean, you call it, right? Going forward with the Arcane Shift, but you get the Ghost and the speed up on the W, and with the flash forward, able to get so many of those. But this was gorgeous. Managing to connect with the feathers, and then unfortunately the slows coming through, and the CC with the ultimate just enough to get there, so that an Elyoya can turn the kill around.
Almost out of the Tempered Fate as well, but just on the edge. And Han Sama does what he can in the end, but no. We're starting up this Dragon. This will make Dragon number 2. I mean, I am worried when we saw MKOI's first 10 minutes in lanes being so good. The fact that we flipped around and like Fabio, old mate, says, G2 are cooking. G2 in this game 3 are cooking again. Alvaro gets a stun up. Red buff will also be on the menu next, but MKOI trying to add some pressure to open up top turret as well.
You're in a little bit of an awkward spot as G2 though, because his Caps is matching on bot, has wards if he wants to try and TP him behind, and they're full committing his end point.
Hunter has his ult, he's going to pop it early here and doesn't have his flash available, but he does have a root back. TP in from Broken Blade. Herald gets the charge, the turret ties down and getting in. Elyoya was saved, but the quickness, or rather Counter-Strike, ends his world. Tempered Fate onto 3. Now that Elyoya's down, MKOI getting out of there, and the Tempered Fate probably saves the rest of the this. Crucial Price is going to come on down, and that's going to help out, but MKOI need to get their hustle on bustle. Super gets out over the wall. There again is another Sky Splitter. Elyoya's on the way at 5k. A flip for Artican. He takes a magical journey though. Looks for a reposition. Broken Blade coming for a flank using the same journey. Counter-Strike is now down. Pop Blossom in. It's a 3-man from LeBron. Broken Blade is still in the thick of it though as he's kiting out. He's not dead yet. Artican still goes down over to Han Sama, but now MKOI have a chance. Out with the ulti from Skumon as Han Sama gets another root. It's capped. Laid on top. Super gets out. Then he arcane shifts over the wall. MKOI trade even, but it was Artican on top. That makes it so worth for G2. What is happening? Elyoya's going to ult these Sky Splitter damage down. Skumon just walked past him and was like, hey, to be here. But look how late they are coming out of base. They need to take those...
There is no portals there.
I mean, there's no portals. I was wondering how they're getting through. They took a Bard portal, but they're too late. Dragon is gone. Elyoya.
Is he too late?
Prove me wrong. It's taken by Skumon. Never mind. It's third Dragon. Needlework. Cataclysm out. Han Sama caught in the middle of it. He gets a root out, but surely he must die. Alvaro unfortunately picks up the kill, so MKOI get one for the quarter Dragon, but they were too late in the end despite the 50-50. G2 on sole point.
G2 still hovering around to try and defend this tower. Broken Blade pushing in this top side. I don't know how much they can try and commit for this. Han Sama, I think good call not to burn the flash. He was just happy to sit there and go, look, I will fall for this Dragon, but we get to play it now, Jojo. Okay, with the root up as well. Pop Blossom zones off anyone else going golden. Time is bought. Skumon on the way in, though. He's going to get his smash down. Exhausted down, doesn't get in range. No stun up as TP from Broken Blade. Then matched out with a Counter-Strike. He zoned off everyone of MKOI. This fight not looking too good as the mosh pit of G2 is just harder. A Cosmic Binding slows down the play with Broken Blade in with a heal, a leap strike, a Tangle Barb that misses from Lebrov. Jojo's able to walk it out. The Sky Splitter once again zoning shield as well. I mean, 2 levels down as well for Caps. He is not going to have a good time, and it doesn't look like G2 will here either. All the pinch, game changing. Tempered Fate misses though onto Han Sama. Mirwin's there. He's going to be rooted up immediately. The feathers fly, but Han so low, and he's matched with the range. Pause.
Casters? Yeah.
A flash and ghost away. The fight has actually started. Mirwin gets pincered in. Broken Blade's also low. Jojo gets here with his root as well. Weird being thrown back in, but I think G2
kill him. Okay, nice. Oh, thank God.
Next. Now, Han Sama did come back, and this time he got the flash and ghost away. And while he survives, 2 of G2 are dead, and MKOI going to start the Baron regardless. And Betty, you were right. MKOI still managed to force that fight. They still managed to get the picks that they want. And this Baron is going to be... We had that pause and we had that chrono break. The game is exactly where we'd expect it to be. If the fight went well, and damn sure it went well for MKOI. 3K gold lead, and just to take track, there is still sole point here for G2, but in 45 seconds, MKOI now with the Baron have standing gold to take care of business.
And they're about to set up entirely on this bottom side. Humon's going to spot out everyone.
He's found Flag and Drag, he flashes away from. There's the needlework. Mirwin has 2 more. He's going to send 1 into Caps, and eventually, Caps goes down to half HP. Sky Splitter on the way, but the Baron's still doing work as True Shot Barrage stops Caps. He has to back away, and MKOI are still sieging this turret. This is about to be a 4K gold lead. Jojo's also on mid. So not just Dragon denial, but the game firmly in the hands of MKOI again.
Look at
mid. Way dead to Jojo. PP flank, G2 want to find something here onto Jojo, flashes in with the Realm Warp, Flag and Drag, onto Caps, he just burned his flash, he's stuck in the Thunderdome, and Super will take him down. Skewmon out with the ulti as well as MKOI with Baron. And those death timers, the base is in tatters.
Caps went for the flank, but with Hans Sama getting caught, he was completely isolated. And now it's G2 scrambling to save their base, but MKOI, they're on a demolition tear.
35 seconds, 25 on the 80 carry. Hansama not there, and this defense is going to be hard with the range from Super, especially Skewmon trying his best, but one Nexus turret falls immediately to keep this series going, to keep the chance of going straight to the grand finals. MKOI in game 3 with a bare Nexus. They waited a long time for this, but the Nexus falls, and MKOI get the series alive.
They quickly convert the fight into a game.
So you can just land a couple of Ziggs bombs, see what you hit, and then slowly but surely start to take your space. And when you find that moment of, okay, we've done enough damage, I think we can win an all-out
Like
fight.
we just saw on your screen. And secondly, she wants to dive in. Oh, actually, she's threatening a dive right now.
Can do so from range as well. Super handshaked in, hit with AoE, flashes away. LeBron has got the handshake on him rather than bail out. He does get bailed out, but it's a trade in the end. 80 carry down as Skewmon stands his ground, and Hans Sama picks up the first kill.
They still managed to get Super as well, so he's going to lose out on all of this.
Explosive charge now at half HP for both. Wait, great line. LeBron walks in, he face checks. He's on chompers as well. This is easy auto attack even with the exhaust, but Super in the end can't reach the last auto. So LeBron, maybe the exhaust just saved his life.
They might threaten a dive here.
They're going to keep going on. Hans Sama has his Transcendence available. Skewmon still with the Stranglethorns up and available. The AoE is going to be a paradise for this Zyra. The Thorns are out. No Dredgeline escape. Double knockout. Flash away. No trade yet. Hans Sama picks up kill number 2. And with plates going down, that is an 800 gold lead just about for Yunara.
See, ahead of things like that Dragon fight that's going to be up in just under 3 minutes time. Not having that flash can be crucial, especially if Rerun may actually look for a bit more.
Once in with the ulti, flashes in, last breath of the ult, gets it! That becomes a solo kill. Mirwin does die in the end, it's a trade. But at least these minions are denied.
Well played, but we have to turn our attention to bot lane because the action doesn't slow down.
Oh, hang on a minute, getting Super caught out, the ulti burned out, the roots are grasped, and Super's dead again. The Thorns have strangled one life now, helping for another. It's good dodging from Alvaro, but eventually he will die as G2's jungler is just everywhere. A gank up top, not getting a kill ain't good enough.
To him and Mirwin, but they were able to get that kill on the Hans.
A lot of pressure on this top side though. Lebrov starting to clear out some vision, and with this wave being crashed in, Mirwin very far away from Meganar.
Wait, but Hans Sama's ulted, he's got the range in. Mirwin's getting Arclight ruined as well. It might just be a hell of a solo kill with Skewmon. Like, can't do anything but stop Jojo as he gets plates himself, but guys, 2K gold lead for G2.
Yeah, it is a trade for Dragon, as you say. Broken Blade going aggressive on the bottom side to stop him being done. Perhaps good sidestep. And just going to keep up the pressure on this mid wave, as you can also see Lebrov trying to push Elyoya off of these jungle camps.
Broken Blade, he's going to ult out as well. He's not yielding yet. And on to Jojo, Pure, all the damage connecting, tries to kite it away. Satchel comes up, but he's dead. Solo kill by the top father. And top turret going down at the same time. It is a disaster for the Koi.
Koi is...
But you've already got first move for Caps and not Brov up from this bottom side.
Skewmon, remember, has Seeker's arm guard as well. There's the engage. Skewmon pops the button immediately. Redemption comes down. Herald of 2K. The rocket is a miss. Flip back onto Mirwin is zoned down. The eye exposed. Stolen. Elyoya takes it and leaves, but Cap hops into all of them. He's got his first reset. Onto the second. Interrupted. Elyoya nice for the buster shot. Keeps him away. The burn kills Caps. Meanwhile, into Meganar. G2 don't care. Broken Blade pulls out the Natofos. Hard pulls out the whip. And G2 chasing down MKOI.
Caps while he's sieging on the top tower. Super is very low on this mid wave. Broken Blade is eyeing it up, but he's not going to overstay his welcome. Another tower is secured. The goal gap continues to grow as Dragon spawns in.
I mean, it's huge right now, isn't it? Skumon and Hans running the map as LeBron is going to face check. See Mirwin going into Meganar soon. Mirwin, though, has a whole team running onto his position. Alvaro needs to help defend. Depth charge onto Hans Sama to stop the fight going any further. Good handshake. Stun doesn't connect. Mirwin still slowed down. He must Meganar and does. That'll help his life. But now with the Arclight Ruin, gets the flash out of
G2 and KOI. They're limited on their options. Another bot tower will go the way of G2.
In a turret from Caps. Blade face checks here. Summer, they just came back from MSI, from EWC, and performed out of their right mind in this split. They destroyed their group, and right now they're destroying MKOI in game 4.
But again, MKOI can always fight for that rematch. They will be dropped to the lower bracket if they lose here, and that's what happens.
Well, Caps, as he jumps on, Jojo pops him, almost rocket! Super fixes it. Exhaust from Jojo. He satchel charges out. He's been berserk. He's hit, picked up. Ronaldo rolls great, but Hans Summer's isolated. The game ain't over yet. Hanzo, reset, failed out. Mirwin gets over the wall, finishes the deed. The all-out from Broken Blade delivers the kill. El Yoyo was the one taken, but Broken Blade trying to 1v3. Shields up, Natofo, flips up, true damage mitigated. El Yoyo survives and bops him. Shut down to Super, and G2 are not finished in this series yet.
It's the second time now we've seen Caps over-eager on this Tristana in this game and causing issues for G2.
I mean, Caps has had a good series, but this is not his game.
It's not his game.
He's definitely made a couple blunders, and he is aptly getting punished for them.
But the game state, while mitigated from MKOI from that fight, is still in G2's favor. We come back, Artikan started. Top side of the map's going to be the trade for MKOI, but Artikan is such a big objective. Skumon does it quick, and the trade-off is going to be this top turret that Jojo will take with ease.
Yeah, actually just going to let the creeps die instead. Wants to make sure that G2 loses as much gold on the map as he does have the satchel charge to take it down if he wants to. But MKOI at least showing that they still have some
a bit here as G2 are focusing on Mintara for now.
Well, that's going to be an easy objective secured. Can they catch out Broken Blades?
It's going to be hard. The damage though from Super, wow, it's great. It is good damage. Broken Blade's not tanking up yet. Super Mega Death Rocket almost kills him. Dredge line in. A zap on the Skumon narrowly avoided me with no Mega Narbar. So MKOI picking their fight wisely. Not yet. Leprov tries for a handshake angle. MKOI no, they back off. And this third dragon with the health bars, it looks like G2 are going to have it.
Jojo had just TP'd in and now he's just completely out of mana and doesn't have the presence that they really feel like they can make a play here. So MKOI going to back away, and what felt like it should have been an MKOI objective, G2 somehow
have the tools to stall, but has Mirwin been caught?
He just lost Meganar. Lebrov needs a good handshake here. 4 members of G2 hovering around bot. The hop first, and Caps hops in second. Mirwin's dead in an instant. Skumon buffers out the bomb with the Zonyas, puts down the Stranglethorns, buys time, sends out some roots, but the zap is good. Shut down. Broken Blade. What? He teleported in, but an all out. He's going to bring El Yoyo over the wall, but the Pathmaker misses. Super gets some damage down as well, but MKOI are in front of the Baron with some letters for El Yoyo. It's up, sitting there. MKOI double down. They think, hey, G2 need to face check, and still in the all-out. Broken Blade almost dead, but what a takeover! Caps busts a shot onto Jojo next. A rocket jump with the range, and Caps finally comes alive in this 4th game. But LeBron sold me that fight as Hans Sama hits the nail of the MKOI. 7K, a Mega Death Rocket they need vision for. At 4, it's coming in a little bit early, and it's blocked. Broken Blade at the edge of the wall, and Baron goes down.
Both of these teams already have a spot in Madrid, but right now they're fighting for a spot in the finals.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed best of 5 to fight for that title. Lebrov has found an angle. Maybe he's found a knot onto Super.
Minion waves in the way, but again a hostile takeover finds one man, an important one. Jojo is down. Hans Sama, as he picks up that kill, didn't have to expend anything, or rather, excuse me, his ulti was burnt, but regardless, G2 have now opened up mid with it as well, and this Baron is finally going to start doing some damage.
A lot of the wave clear that KOI rely on has now been taken care of. The traps will be thrown down, but that's little to dissuade G2 as they secure their first inhibitor tower of the game.
Oh. And Alvaro's lucky he doesn't die with it as well. They could have opened G2 to try and end the game at that as well. Mirwin a new target. Meganar is running at half the fury now, or rather half the timer, excuse me, as next wave is pushing in through bot. G2, their siege continues. This would lead into double inhibitor down just before their soul is about to come up, and as it sits there waiting at 8,000 gold.
Take the fight.
And onto Mirwin, he'll jump first, ask questions later. Mirwin is going into Mega, but will he survive long enough? He hops, he does get the ulti off his butt, the shot helps out as well. Caps gets burnt down by Jojo. Alive, Mirwin staying alive means so much, even though he dies. Now it's up to the rest of them. Now that Jojo's here, what hope does he have with Super alongside him? 3K for the steal, Elyoya for a game 5 potential. You need to steal the rocket, not in range. And another good ulti, he gets it, what? Elyoya got it somehow, but the game feels like it's in tatters because of it. Jojo tries to TP out, he survives, but there's only one man and all of G2 remain.
Elyoya steals the dragon, but it will be G2 who steals the series. He thought he could hold it, they thought they could take it, but now the march down the mid lane continues.
MKOI feels like today they've been outclassed. It feels like in this upper bracket, G2 do what was destined of them. They have not missed the finals in 7 tries, and on their 8th, they will not start now. G2 secure their spot at the big stage.